Episode 7. Who wore that shit better? Welcome to episode 7 of Who Is Music. If y'all ain't think he was crazy before, y'all definitely gonna think this nigga crazy now. You gonna think, damn, he got enough crazy in there for 2 people. It took him all of 15 seconds to say nigga. Nigga this, nigga that, niggas everywhere. Got niggas in Paris. Why is it that black people hate songs with an overuse of the word nigga, but white people love that shit? Like that song by YG, My Nigga. I don't know a single black person who was like, man, I fucking love that song. Or who was like really chanting it, has an anthem of it and shit. But man, I know tons of white people who love that song. My first girlfriend, bro, she was bumping that shit hard as fuck. White bitch too. I think she only liked it because she was dating me. And I was her nigga. Being black just gives you a pass to say a lot of shit and not get in trouble. If we being honest. Because half the shit we say, man, if a white person said it, canceled. Canceled quick. Nah, man, that's just you because you say some crazy shit. Well, let's get crazy. Podcasters gone wild. Did anyone see that Elon Musk tweet? The one that got deleted? He said Donald Trump was on that Epstein list. What are we thinking about that, you guys? What are we thinking? Man, we knew that shit. You ain't see him in the photos and the videos and shit. Of course the nigga was on the list. And y'all voted for him. Y'all voted for someone who was a known associate to the biggest sex trafficker ever. I mean, it ain't came out what he did and everything and the extent of his involvement with them. But I mean, since he's the president now, he's just gonna minimize his involvement to the fullest extent. And now that Musk has said that, you know, they'll probably come out with the list fairly soon now, but it'll be heavily redacted and say probably that, yeah, he was just an affiliate of his to make deals and shit, business deals. But y'all better read between the lines if that's what it does say on what those deals were for. But I don't know, we don't know nothing yet. But we can speculate. And I'm gonna go ahead and speculate hard on this one. On who I think is really on that fucking list. Bill Gates. Man, that nigga is giving away all his wealth right now. Because he knows that list is about to come out and shit, he might be fucking bullet point number 1 on that bitch. He gave 99% of his wealth away. 200 billion to Africa. To countries in Africa. And he left like 1% to his family, to his children, I think. Because if he kept it in his family or for himself, the government will probably have the ability to seize that. And if you're going to lose all your money, all your wealth, shit, give it away. Give it away to black people. Because there won't be no one more appreciative of it than us. And especially niggas in Africa, damn, bruh. Man, they got fucking homes made out of tin foil and clay and shit. Give them some shoes. Man, I probably got some kin and kin, man. Somewhere down my line, man. My lineage. Lineage. That's probably a top 5 word, honestly. Line of age. But if he's on this list, or if he's not, he's going to be considered a hero over there. What you think all my African brothers going to do when that money hit the bank account? You think them niggas going to give it back? Hell no. You know how niggas are? You give them an inch, they gonna take a mile. Hold on, Bill Gates? He was that dude with the computers and shit too. Man, give us 10 million computers so we ain't gotta buy them. Keep more money for ourselves. But I'm just speculating, you guys, just speculating. But I mean, why ain't this shit came out yet? It's been how many fucking years? I mean, there ain't much more research that you can conduct on this to get all the details and shit. I mean, nigga, they came out with a Netflix documentary like fucking years ago. A TV show. And y'all can't even release the findings that you got? Super weird. And I mean, the people who are on the list, they know they're on the list, so they gonna try to prevent that shit from coming out like as long as possible, because public perception is everything, and public perception often doesn't operate on the truth. They operate on headlines and rumors, and these are all fueled by algorithms, you know. And often you'll see like video of something happening and the person who's in the video doing whatever, you know, that they don't even have time to explain their side of the story if there is a valid story on their side. But people just see the video and take off and start accusing you and doing all types of shit. The biggest thing that I see is, you know, athletes who get in trouble for domestic violence and shit. You know, girls who will just post photos of them with some bruises or something. And this isn't me defending these athletes or bashing these women or anything remotely close to that. I'm just saying, like, you don't know what these bitches do. You know, they could have put them bruises on themselves and shit. You got to think about the girls who are in the situation and what they could potentially be losing with someone who has millions of dollars, and they could possibly have to go back to working a $50,000 secretary job or something. What would you do? Because if I was with a bitch who had millions of dollars and she was about to leave me with nothing, man, I'm going to call up one of my niggas and say, hey, bro, come rough me up. I need some bruises on my face and shit. I'm going to tell people that she put a hit out on me. That money's mine too, bitch. And in the case of someone getting hit, like a girl, someone hitting them, like you don't know what the girl had done before. They could have threatened the person with a gun, have actually done something to harm them, you know, driving in a car and fucking grabbing the steering wheel, trying to kill both of you. You don't know. And is that grounds to give a bitch a black eye for trying to kill you? I mean, I don't want to say yes or no. So, maybe. I ain't ever done that shit, so don't come here accusing me that I'm some crazy abuser or something. Or that I don't sympathize with victims of domestic abuse. Because I do, and anyone who does that to someone else, their spouse or partner, like, they need to be punished for it. To the fullest extent of the law. And if you're an athlete, probably even more so, because you should be held to a higher standard, honestly. And I just want to reinforce the core principle of innocent until proven guilty. Hold on, nigga, wasn't you just speculating about who was on this list? Well, that's different. I'm just speculating. And if I'm speculating, you niggas is guilty. And y'all too. Because nobody speculates the truth. Or a pretty scene. Everyone speculates something ugly. The most heinous crimes possible. Because that's what we love. We love crazy shit. And there ain't a better place you can get crazy shit right now than on Twitter. because they don't censor shit. I seen that video of the Mexican streamer girl who got gunned down live on stream. The real video. The bullet entering her skull and everything. That's not even the craziest video I seen recently though. The craziest one I seen also happened in Mexico. I don't know what the fuck be going on there, but y'all niggas got good content. Tell the cartel to keep it up. This was of like an event where they had hot air balloons. The person who was conducting the hot air balloon fell out of it from like 200 feet in the air, and you had the real video where you seen the nigga just falling to the floor, the ground. I'm afraid of heights, so I would definitely hate that shit. Just being in the damn balloon. The way that I like fear that I think would be the worst way to die is being squished in a compactor. That just creeps me the fuck out. But I think an overlooked way on how people die and shit is by choking. So that's why I don't be eating tortilla chips at home alone. I'm afraid I might choke on one of them bitches. But Twitter for real has the best, like, content in my opinion. Because if you see that anywhere else, like, man, that shit is gonna get taken down quick. But Twitter is really going with this full freedom of speech. Don't suppress the truth. Truth Social. Man, if you got that fucking app downloaded on your phone, nigga, man, chuck that bitch in the water. Cause what the fuck are you doing on Truth Social? And if you know anything, you know all that means is that what they're trying to do on there, if we can get as many people to believe our lies, it'll become the truth. Truth Social. And I still call Twitter Twitter. I don't call that shit X. Ain't no way I'm about to call that shit X. There's only one X. XXX. Tentacion. Is that how you say that? I don't even know. I ain't never even said it for real. That might be the first time I've ever said that part of his name. I know everybody know a rapper with some really oddball name. Like, man, who the fuck is remembering that shit? That's why I had to make sure my shit was easy. Easy to remember. And iconic. And I picked that name while I'm still in my 20s. But if I would have started making music while I was younger, like a teenager or a kid, I already know the name I would have chose for myself. I would have been the Lil Rapper. This is a reenactment of how it all would have played down, or it all would have went down. My mom would have been on the phone with one of her friends, and she would have been like, "Hey, Cody said he want to show you a rap he got." Okay, put him on. I'm using Sharpies in my coloring book, all black, crazy as fuck. Oh, Cody think he a little rapper now, huh? You hear that, Cody? Susie says you think you a little rapper. Tell Susie I am the little rapper. Yeah, Cody said he is the little rapper. Oh, damn. He might be good. I was talking to a shorty a couple weeks ago about a hypothesis I had about the future and where it's trending in terms of relationships and shit. She said, "Oh, you might be right. I kind of like that." And I was like, "Of course your crazy ass would." But what I told her was, I think that in the future, couples are going to start marrying other couples. Hold on, let me turn this shit up. What is this nigga talking about now? I'm intrigued. I think that's why the marriages that do fail are normally because of like, niggas or bitches be wanting something else. Be wanting to blast down a coworker or something. Just so we can walk around the office with a little extra pep in our step. Shit, I would. But you know, I'm a real hoe about it. I'm trying to bust a bitch down at the office, on the desk, or in one of the bathrooms in the handicap stall. Those be the cleanest, for real. Because you ain't got niggas pissing on the damn seat and shit in the handicap stall. But if you are someone who pisses on a seat in the handicap stall, man, come on. Niggas probably going there and just having niggas having an emotional breakdown. Walking there and they're just like, I fucking hate everybody, man. What the fuck? I'm pissing on the floor. Fuck it. So what are you saying, nigga? You saying you gonna let me bust down your wife? No, nigga, not me. Someone else. Yours. I ain't doing that crazy shit. But just think about this shit. If you decide to be with another couple, what y'all gonna do when y'all break up? Who are you breaking up with? Your girl? Them? Man, who knows? And I don't do good with breakups. I'm a crier anyway. I'm a happy crier for real. I just be doing some normal shit and I just be proud of the fact that I be doing it. Be reading a book, I just start crying. Ain't nothing sad in the book. I'm just like, man, I'm fucking reading. Shit that just don't happen that often for real. And what's odd about me is I be taking the breakups with my friends with benefits like harder than breakups with my actual girlfriend. Some girls I ain't even broke up with. We just stopped talking. We might be still dating. But the girl who I was talking to about all this, she said that she's been a third for a couple of people. I was like, what? I need to keep your ass. There ain't nothing I hate more, though, than getting a single mom's hopes up that I'm about to be her little one's stepdad or something. Half the time, I'll be hyping it up, too. Like, yeah, me and Junior, we about to be best buds. We about to go to the park. I'm going to teach him how to play ball and everything. Me and Junior. 2 peas in a pod. But I know deep down in my heart, I just can't do it. It's not you, ladies, it's me. Or maybe it's just that little one you got. I just can't tolerate it for real. Because what you gonna do when that little nigga starts barking at your ass? Because if it was my kid, I'm gonna have to rough him up. And I would hate to be a stepdad and have the girl yelling at you and shit because you wanna sit and argue with a nigga who's watching a stream and playing a game at the same time. Man, choose one. You're slowing the fucking internet down. But that's probably been part of the reason why I ain't had kids yet. Because I think if I have kids with a woman, it's going to entitle me to be able to fuck her for the rest of my life. And I know that's what the baby daddy thinking too. He thinking he can just pull up anytime he want and fuck you. Not under my watch. Not under my roof. But if you ask a nigga today who got multiple baby mamas and shit, can you blast that shit down anytime you want? They gonna tell you straight up, nigga, no. You might actually be the last person these bitches wanna fuck for real. But if you go 9 months with a child of mine, I should be able to fuck you forever. Not anytime I want. Ladies, I'm gonna work with you on this. But you gotta meet me halfway. Gotta meet me halfway on this one. I'm flexible when it comes to other shit, but this is just one I won't budge on, ladies. Yeah, that's probably why you single, nigga. That's probably why you on a dating app with 2 kids. Crazy bitch. Go tuck them little niggas in. Tell them good night. Y'all got any other real strong opinions on any subjects? That no matter what you do, nobody can change your mind on it or nothing? I don't know. If someone presents me with a valid argument, I'll look at situation from every angle. An obtuse one, an acute, But the right angle is always the right angle. Don't do drugs, kids, or you might end up on a podcast talking about Pythagorean's theorem or the secret formula to the Krabby Patty. One of my worst cooking habits that I hope I'm really not in the minority in of people who do this, but when the oven's on preheat, I'll just go ahead and put my shit in there for real. I ain't got time to be waiting around for no oven to heat. You should already be hot. I'm gonna just throw my shit in there while it's heating. I'm gonna monitor it and take it out a couple minutes early. I ain't burned nothing yet. Ain't really made anything tasty either. I'm not that good of a cook. I am a good eat though. I don't be cooking shit anyways. I always be going over to family members whenever I have a home cooked meal. It's been a minute. I need some food. Man, you niggas should have seen my fridge. Man, niggas had no food at all. What's the most struggle bus meal you've had to make? I had to make onions and peanut butter. Nigga, what? Onions and peanut butter? Dead ass. Niggas had nothing. I made a little onion peanut butter sandwich. Shit ain't half bad for real. When you starving. Here, nigga, take my debit card. Go get you a little bite to eat. Hold on. What's the pen on it? Use credit. I was definitely on the struggle bus then, bruh. Like, for real, I'm telling you, my fridge had absolutely nothing in it. The only thing it had in there was condiments. Fucking ketchup, mustard, barbecue sauce. Niggas had some Worcestershire? Some whatchamacallit sauce? Hold on, nigga. What you call that sauce? Worcestershire? Who wore that shit better? The Worcest or the Sire? It's decided. The worst. Nah, for real, you know you was a greedy motherfucker back in the day if your favorite restaurant to go to was a buffet. I just want to take a moment to shout out GC, Golden Corral, the GOAT buffet. I don't even know if it's across the nation, but here in BA, man, Golden Corral hit the spot. But I've always been a nigga who liked weird foods. And I mean, I told y'all before how I used to be a little bowling ball. A fat motherfucker. But before Golden Corral in my area, we had this place called Ryan's. And man, I used to get spaghetti and sugar cookies and dip the sugar cookies in the spaghetti sauce. Some real obesity shit. But man, nothing was touching that fried chicken for real. At Ryan's or GC. Especially when you could get 4 pieces at a time. I'm standing in a line, putting some chicken on my plate. And you know, they got a dude at the workstation and he eyeing me because I got 4 pieces on my plate. He like, his facial expression is saying, nigga, you shouldn't be getting 4 pieces on the plate. It's for my family. They wanted me to get all the chicken for all of us. And he's like, nigga, you don't have to lie to me. I remember when I played football, we used to go on Thursdays because, Thursdays were always a short practice, just walkthroughs. And after walkthroughs, most of the team, we would go to Golden Corral. And I bet you those high schoolers coming after a practice to Golden Corral, the employees there, that's probably the worst people that you want to see because we don't know how to act. And every time we go, it's somebody's birthday. So go ahead and get that birthday song going. Happy, happy birthday from the Corral crew. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Hey! Hold on, did this nigga just sing the Golden Corral birthday song? He must have worked there. Nah, I ain't worked there. I couldn't have. I wouldn't have worked. I would have only ate. And dead ass, nobody ever knew whose birthday it was. We would just have 2 or 3 motherfuckers go up to the people and like, yeah, it's his birthday. And when they come out bringing you a slice of cake, every niggas is looking around like, this shit ain't my birthday. But I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a tremendous tip right now on when you're signing up for like rewards on different apps and food places. What you need to do is you need to have a variety of birthdays. That way you getting rewards all throughout the year. Free smoothie, free chicken sandwich, free queso with your burrito purchase. Wait, hold on, I gotta buy something to get something free? Hell no, I ain't going there. I only go places where they handing shit out. Like the homeless shelter. Nah, I ain't done that. That is the ultimate level of grimy. If a nigga is going to the homeless shelter to get some food or something, man, what are we gonna do with you niggas? The homeless shelter. Man. If y'all doing that, y'all smarter than me, for real. And I like to consider myself kind of smart. I ain't gonna toot my own horn or anything, but shit. Niggas love trivia night. Especially when the sports section comes on. When I was with that girl who beat me in Scrabble, we used to always go to trivia night every Wednesday. Had to save her a couple of times when they ask sports questions. Sometimes I got some of the other pop culture and whatever types of questions right, but I excelled in sports. But the best part of trivia night was always picking the name for your team. Because I'm someone who I'd just be looking around the room and think of something crazy on the spot. Once I seen 2 people sitting at the bar and they were playing. I named our team the 2 people at the bar. I suggested that right when the girl I was with, she was taking a sip of her drink. She spit that shit out. And you know you funny when you get a bitch to spit her shit out. One of the earliest memories I can remember was when I was in like the 3rd or 4th grade. We were at the water fountain. And like my best friend at the time, he was behind me. I don't know why I did this shit looking back, but this is, just some kid shit. Thought it was funny. But I was at the water fountain and I got like a mouthful of water. And then I walked up to my friend and had like the puffer fish cheeks and everything. And I used both my hands to pop my cheeks. Bro, why do you sound like a dog? I don't know. But when something is just funny like that, I just can't help myself. Because I popped my cheeks right in this nigga's face, bro. And he was like, what the fuck? I didn't know what to say. I just started laughing and walked off. Man, I was a badass kid, bro. For real. I remember when I had my first crush. It was a girl who was at the beach. I was probably like 8 or 9 at the time. And me and this girl, we was like flirting and shit. And I was trying to impress her by jumping in the pool. I don't know how I can impress a bitch with floaties on my arm. But shit, a nigga tried. That's for sure. But I'm the stereotypical type of dude that you should want to go to the beach with. Because I got the best beach stories, for real. Every time I'm at the beach, I'm acting out. I went to spring break down in Daytona, I think. Daytona or Panama, I can't even remember now, but I went to spring break. This was junior year or maybe senior year of university. And this is also like, I tried to take a break from Poland. This was really like when everything ended between me and Poland. When I decided to take this trip to spring break. But she just could not understand like how I could go to spring break down in Florida, but not go to Poland to see her. And the reason was because the place I stayed in Florida, I was with 6 or 7 other people. It cost a total of $200 to go to Poland and stay and do all types of shit. You know, like that was going to be at least $1,000. So I was like, yeah, I'm going on this trip. And I tried to take a break, me like, and end things and shit. I don't know why, but well, I knew I was about to be hoeing around down there for real. And I was. You best believe I was. Every party we went to, I'm in there catching twerk. Just male thoughtin'. I catch twerk from one bitch, I'm bouncing around to another bitch. Seeing who got the best twerk tonight. And you know, when you at the beach, you just go up behind the girl and dance with her. She'll turn around and look at you. If she think you cute, she'll keep throwing that ass back for you. If not, she'll shake her head and be like, no. It's all about trial and error. Because eventually somebody gonna keep throwing it back for you. But where I was really hoeing around, it started when we was just like by the beach. We was on like the grass area, our whole group. We had the towels out catching sun and shit, sunbathing. And like there was a group of girls, 3 of them from North Carolina. They had just like walked past and seen me. But I had left and went up to the room with the like 4 or 5 other people who were in my group. The one who wanted to talk to me, when I left from down in the grass area, she went up to my friends and she was like, yeah, where's the black dude at? I wanted to come up and talk to him and stuff. And my friend was like, he's in the room. Let's go up there and talk to him. He came into the room with the girls who were trying to talk to me. And I literally had one of the girls I was staying with on my lap at the time. Like no bullshit, literally on my fucking lap. And my friend comes into the room with these 3 girls. And I push this bitch off me quick. I'm like, oh shit. And where it's like super ironic, I'm not even kidding. Like the girl who was on my lap and the girl who I like ended up vibing with, the most of the 3 girls who came in, both of them had the same name. But the hoe does not stop there, you guys. The hoe does not stop there. Because this is some real grimy shit. But, so there was 3 girls who came into the room at that time that my friend had brought up. And all 3 of these bitches are bad. And after the beach and everything, like the one who wanted to talk to me, like we was vibing and everything. I went down to see her like a couple times in North Carolina. It's like a 2-hour drive for me. Drove down there to see her. And Like when I'm there, the girls who were also with her at the time at the beach, they were in her apartment and shit too. And I remember like I started flirting with one of the girls, like behind the bitch's back that I'm there to see every time she goes to the bathroom or in the kitchen to do something. Like the other girl, I've got a handful of ass and we like kissing and shit in secret and just real hoe shit. This is just on one occasion. Then the next time I went down there, me and the other girl had planned to fucking meet. Like I went to her place before I even went to the other girls because she was working and I couldn't like go and be with her until she got off. So like I came down there early and went to the other girl's apartment and we was fooling around. We ain't ever fuck. Damn, that's one regret I have is not fucking her. But whole time she's like, no, I can't do this to my friend. She really likes you. I'm like, well, bitch, what are you doing now? You got me here fucking playing with pussy and shit. And these were sorority sisters too, like best friends. And your best friend doing that to your nigga? Man, shit, y'all hoes worse than me. For real. Yeah, nigga, you a hoe. For real. Like straight up. Cause what the fuck? Are you who is he or hoe is he? Who wore that shit better? The who? Or the hoe? It's undecided. But let's go ahead and get a sports conspiracy out of the way. Since we're conspiring and speculating. Because I think you niggas think that I don't know ball. What y'all think about Dallas getting the number 1 pick? With a 1.5% chance. After they traded Luka to the Lakers. That shit is definitely fucking rigged. 100%. Ain't no way that wasn't agreed to before the trade had happened. Or else they would have been looking to see who got the best trade out there. Agreed meaning, yeah, if you trade him to the Lakers, we'll give you the number 1 pick. And it's an important number 1 pick because this is the best white player to come out in forever. I mean, definitely the best white player since I've been alive. American white player. Coop. But I'm going to tell you why they traded him to the Lakers. And it should be so fucking obvious as to what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to get Luka to score 100 points in a game and break the fucking record. Because you guys don't understand how much publicity, buzz, global traction that will get. If a nigga scores 101 points at least in an NBA game in the 21st century, playing for the Lakers, probably the biggest sports team across the world, that's the only thing niggas will be talking about for months. Is Luka the GOAT? And why do I think that? Well, because he's number 77 and LeBron is 23. It's just so obvious. And you gotta think, if a nigga is gonna score 100 points in an NBA game today, what do you have to do? Well, you definitely gotta be able to make a 3. And before, I thought if anyone could do it, I thought it could be Giannis. But that nigga can't make a 3 consistently enough to score 100. You also need to be able to make free throws. And no bullshit, I remember when I was watching the finals, the year he won his championship, it was the closeout game. And I think that he was like 17 of 17 from the free throw line or something similar. Giannis. And I was watching it with Emily and I was like, yeah, he ain't gonna make this one. And he missed it. And I felt so hard in that moment because normally when you say like what'll happen, it don't happen. But that was just the basketball god saying like, you're a great player, but you ain't a great free throw shooter, nigga. So miss this. Brick. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys now, like, if this late in the game and a motherfucker has 92 points, 94 points, y'all better not breathe on this nigga because you gonna get called for a foul. And they gonna send him to the free throw line. And I mean, you can, with overtime and shit too, it's not impossible. Especially with the pace that the NBA plays at in today's league. I mean, if a nigga starts off with like 20 points in the first 6-8 minutes of a game, get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready. Because niggas are going for that. Fuck winning. Fuck everything else. I want to make history. And I hate to be the one that called this out, but ain't this nigga in the Illuminati? Because he got that little triangle with the eye, or he got that little pyramid with the eye tattoo on his arm. I personally don't believe that the Illuminati is a real group or anything. I just believe that it's people who, it's a way that some people brand themselves with the imagery of the pyramid or the all-seeing eye. And they know that the imagery stirs up a lot of debate on if this person is actually in it or whatever. But I think it's super fucking weird, you guys, that the podcast cover for the Joe Rogan podcast is a black dude, first of all. Huh? And on his forehead, he's got that little shit on there. Fucking stupid. That's why, like, I listen to it sometimes, but I definitely don't take that shit seriously. And if anything, I go into it with the mindset of, like, anything I hear in the episode I listen to is all lies. So I'm looking at it from a completely different angle. But back to this 100-point game, if it ever happens. It won't happen next year or the year after or anytime soon. Like, most likely Luka will probably be in his 30s when it actually does happen. Because it's going to happen at an unexpected time when people are least expecting it. If it does happen, because I mean, I'm just speculating, remember? I'm just speculating. But the motherfucker probably gonna do it on the Wizards. Niggas can't D me up. I could go out there and get a bucket on J Poole. You niggas have to play 2K to understand that. Chris Smooth. But actually going back to this rigged lottery for the number one pick with a 1.5% chance. Well, it's actually 1.8%, I'm pretty sure, but 1.5 is easier to say. You don't see these people put the numbers or put the ping pong balls in the actual machine, and you don't even see them pull them out. You only see them call a name from an envelope. What they say is they do it in a back room and they have like different people there to verify the process and shit. But man, nigga, if you pay me $50,000 or $500,000 to shut up about what we're doing, I'll shut up. Maybe. And how it actually works is that like there's 1,001 different number combinations that are possible. And each combination has 4 numbers, I'm pretty sure. And the 3 worst teams who each have a 14% chance at the number one pick, that just means that they have the most number combinations. If the combination that is pulled, like you'll pull 4 ping pong balls out in a row. So if it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, then the team that owns that combination gets that pick. But if the combination that was pulled, that was like 12, 6, 1, 9, the team that owns that combination gets the pick. And the rumor on how they rig it is that they either like heat or cool certain ping pong balls. So like when they have their hand in the machine, you can pretty much just feel around on all of the ping pong balls until one is like hot or cold, you know? So that's how people say that they rig it. And maybe it's not, but it's the fact that like, why hide it if it's not rigged? Like, why are you doing this important step in determining the future of franchises in secrecy? So the obvious solution is just to put it on the blockchain, you know, make a cryptographically secure number generator. And what they need to do is they need to like publish before the draft or before the lottery who has what number combinations. And then we need to see them pull the actual numbers so we can get it like, so that the fans can verify that, yeah, this is legitimate. But getting away from the draft, one thing that I think is going to happen eventually when Steph Curry retires, I think that they're going to change the NBA logo to him. And y'all know where his dad went to school, right? That's right. Let's go Hokies. Dun, 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 dun. But I mean, there was people who saying that they should have changed it to Kobe. Whatever, when he had passed away, but nah, they need to change this shit to Steph Curry because he changed basketball forever by being able to shoot the way that he can. The best shooter ever. And now, like, motherfuckers played it are just shooting way more threes than ever. And I mean, that ain't gonna stop. Because look at Wemby's ass. This nigga is 7'5", jacking up threes. I mean, you 0 for 6 right now. And you shooting another 3. Get your big ass in the paint, man. Fucking dunk on them niggas. Because I need you to get 20 points. And over 11.5 rebounds. 3 blocks. 2 assists. And I need y'all to win. Now, going back to this Luka point. And betting. Man, you know, when the motherfucker is on like 70 points in the fourth quarter, and they got the live odds of what his point total is, you know you're gonna have niggas, degenerate niggas, be like, oh yeah, he about to do that shit today. I'm betting over 96.5 points. And man, if y'all are gonna bet on a nigga to have over 95 points in a game live, call the number. Call the number. Because you niggas need help. And God forbid it. It becomes so obvious that he's about to do it. And they got the lines at 102 points. You gonna have niggas betting over? Call the number. Call the number. Hello? 911? Yeah, I just risked it all on Luka to score 100 points. Send someone immediately. Are you black or white? I'm mixed. Okay. You a nigga. I've actually never had to call 911 for real. And knock on wood, I hope I don't ever have to. Because I can't afford that shit. I don't even want to know how much it is nowadays. I might call them though if they got free food on that bitch. Y'all got any cookies on there? What kind? Chips Ahoy? Oreos? I don't know. They look like Oreos, but the branding says great value. Have any of y'all had these Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches? That's a mouthful right there. Like, the wording. And literally. Who the fuck is taking a bite of ice cream? You niggas need help. Don't call the number. Call the dentist. But Now, I'm going to teach you guys a little bit about my creativity and how a lot of this shit is capable, or how I'm able to do this. And I owe the most, respect to my freshman year at university, for real, because who taught me this was just the three friends who were on my floor who I was just really good friends with. And we would do this all the time. It would be like you would say something and someone would say something else, like an extension of what you said. For example, somebody would say something's on sale and someone else would be like, you going to US Cellular. And then another person would be like, cellulite? Your glucose levels down or something, nigga? Probably. He was one of them niggas eating glue. The white or the blue one? And why you always wearing a hoodie like you in the egg glue? I'm about to glue your lips together, nigga. Shut up. And we would just do that all the time. So that's probably where I learned how to be creative, independently. And I'm dependent on you, man. Not with a pencil or a crayon. With a Sharpie. Because I'm coloring in my coloring book. All black, crazy as fuck. If I could make one thing not exist today that exists, it would be a Harley Davidson motorcycle. Those are the number one things I fucking hate, man. Because they always loud as shit. Nigga, why? You couldn't have just got a Kawasaki or a regular street bike? You wanted to get something that's just loud. I don't see no one be like, oh man, that's a cool Harley right there, man. No. Everyone's always like, man, I wish that shit would shut up. Fucking skinhead. If you have a Harley, I'm just calling you a skinhead. I don't care if you was black. If you black, you ain't black to me. Because your ass don't need a Harley. You need something else. The worst thing is you be having a conversation with someone and you just hear the Harley coming up, getting louder and louder. And niggas know man, we gotta pause the conversation until this motherfucker gets far enough away so we don't hear it. I remember one time that I went to the beach. It coincided with Bike Week. Ruined my whole fucking trip, man. Ruined the whole trip. Cause there ain't nothing but tons of motorcycles. Tons of them. And mainly Harleys. Niggas trying to get some sleep. No way, Jose. Forms of transportation don't excite me anyways. I'm not that big into cars either. Probably shouldn't say this on a podcast, but niggas don't know how to change a tire. If it happens, I'm gonna just call the number. Come get me. Come get the whip. And besides, if it worse comes to worse and something happens, I'm gonna just pop up on YouTube how to do it. Chat GPT, I'm gonna send it a photo. Step by step. Hey. So y'all don't have to worry, if I just somehow become rich one day, y'all ain't gotta worry about what my first purchase will be. It won't be no car. It's gonna be groceries. Cause niggas need some food. Shit, I might not even get groceries. I might just sign up for HelloFresh or Freshly, whatever the fuck you call it. Have some meals delivered to me. Just pop them shits in the oven or the microwave, whatever. I don't know. Ain't never had it before. You ain't been talking about tech stuff lately. You must not be that techie. Mr. IT. Nah, y'all probably don't want to hear that shit. Y'all don't want to hear about Java or PHP or Python. Y'all want to hear about Slytherin House. That's where I'm putting my Python. Python is the main programming language that AI uses. my academic program at university didn't even teach us Python, but it's pretty easy. And if you know one programming language, you practically know them all, because the concepts they translate very easily. The only one I can say that it doesn't really translate to is like blockchain programming languages like Rust or Solidity. Because I've been trying to like create something meaningful with it, but I can just see like the technical complexity is like much higher compared to other programming languages. So it makes the barrier or the level of entry like harder. You have to know more, or at least be curious about it. And I mean, I'm trying to do a lot of shit right now. Probably too much shit. I really need to focus on one thing, and I don't know what it is. Tech stuff, music, podcasting. Because I'm still writing music like every day. Well, maybe not every day anymore, because I was like taking more on my plate in terms of doing tech things, and that's taken into times that I can write. But when I do write, that just means that like often it's better what I do, what I create. And I really got like 3 songs that are fucking insanely hard right now that have extreme viral potential. Like almost all of my songs, you know? Because that's what I do. Like, I be creating shit for real shit. I don't just be creating shit just to put out, you know? I'm gonna play one on this one for you. It's called Laugh, because in my opinion, this is probably the funniest episode yet. So why not show your laugh? And I hope I don't regret putting it on a fucking podcast, but I mean, it's definitely gonna be on the next project that I release in terms of like a culmination of songs and not just one. But this will be the last podcast before I release a new song. Like, I'm not going to make a new podcast until a new song of mine comes out. I don't want to spoil too much about it, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, like, honestly, in my opinion, like, this is the one. This is it. I set out on an objective for myself musically, like what I wanted to accomplish is I wanted to sell ownership of a song for $1 million. A song I wrote. And this is going to be it. And y'all probably like, nigga, no, it's not. How are you going to sell a song for $1 million if no one don't even want to buy it for $5 of you? Well, because it's not of me. If you've heard any of the songs I've released, I've made a couple AI songs, right? Yeah, okay. And that's about to happen. The industry is about to get changed forever. And if y'all are wondering, like, why I still don't post on social media and stuff, like, it's because I don't want to be famous, you guys, honestly. I don't want that for myself. Because I cannot be someone who lives up to the societal pressures that society will put on you to perform or do whatever. Like, I want to be important. I don't want to be famous. I want to be important. Because I'm going to be way more useful to you guys in terms of like innovation and thinking differently opposed to a music artist. Because I can see that about myself. Like I'm a gifted human being. And my ideas are things that I haven't seen other people talk about or share about who can make music like I can talk about different subjects like I do. You don't see many people who are a jack of all trades like this, you guys. And I hope that you really see that when you listen to me and while you're listening to this, you're getting to know me, honestly. So while you're getting to know me, I hope you see that And some people might say that I'm a narcissist. I haven't been actually diagnosed with it or anything, but I mean, maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I don't really know, honestly. But I always tell people, like, if you want to be great, in some instances, you have to be a narcissist because you have to regard yourself highly. You have to think you're important. So I might, like, display traits of being one, but I'm probably not one. But you know who is one? Emily's ass. That bitch is a bullet point narcissist. Y'all might think I actually hate her or something, but I'm actually pretty glad of that relationship, like, that she did all that shit because, man, it gave me a bitch that I can talk shit about all the time. And I'm gonna tell you one of the most embarrassing things that she ever did. Well, it wasn't so embarrassing. It was just, like, fucking stupid. And I hope none of you niggas have done this shit. If you have, man, quit smoking weed because that's the reason you done it. But you know, when you go to a restaurant, they normally have the same restaurant, but in different locations, right? And in our case, there's like this chicken salad place that is like 45 minutes apart. There's two of them near us, but to get from the distance from one to another is like 45 minutes. And this stupid bitch orders a to-go order on the phone, and we get to the place to pick it up. And it's not even at this one. And she uses my gift card to pay for it on the phone, you know? So we can't even they can't even make it and we pay for it there. Like, she's already paid for this shit. So I was fucking pissed. And what you think a bitch is gonna do in this situation? She just gonna laugh at the shit. No, this ain't a time to laugh, Emily. This is a time to be fucking serious. Because I'm hungry as shit. And I love chicken salad, chick. You know that, girl. Got my hopes up and everything. And I have no money to pay for it. All I had was this gift card, you guys. So what you think we did? Niggas had to go to McDonald's and eat a McDouble. Mad as fuck.
Show you how to hit that shit. Really just watch. Really just watch. I'm laughing at you niggas. Actually, I'm laughing on you niggas. On the way I spin the block, spin the good. I guess that I'm on the whole squad. Not the whole fucking clock. Nigga spin. What? Spin. What? Spin. That's how it works, nigga. Low key, let me say you dancing on me. Low key, that really ain't a dance. Low key. Low key. Low key. No, I get. I'm taking such a huge dump on you niggas, it ain't even funny. I'm not even doing a 2, I'm doing a 22. Haha, LMAO, crying emoji. I'm laser focused right now, that new sheriff that's in town. I'm handling on my business like a business about the guy, girl. Laugh, 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 I'm better than you, 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 I'm better than you. Haha, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. You ain't better than who? That's for true.
I don't want to say too much about that because it should be pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, I just shitted on you niggas.